Hello, Kyle Ferroly here again. I'd like to tell you about what to do next after you've understood that there is a process of looking, analyzing, assessment objectively before you just guess at the next treatment you may want to have. And that is specifically having the assessments done, understanding your nervous system, understanding your brainwave activity, and then moving into understanding more about the neurofeedback, biofeedback, and audiovisual trainment ideas that we offer at the Center for Mind-Brain Balance. But I want to back up just once so you understand a little bit more about, before you get into all of this, what are you up against right now? And there's 7 things that I've come up with, and they're blind spots. I'm actually putting a book together right now as this is being filmed. And it talks about these blind spots. Our environment, there's things in our environment that set us off. Our mind, the way it's programmed. Our brain, the way that it functions. Our body, their nervous system is always jacked and in stressed fight or flight mode. Traditional medicine doesn't look at the brain. They look at all the other organs. Self-help, they assume you know where you're starting from. And lastly, the big picture. Some people don't have one. Some people don't have a God they follow or a spiritual identity or part of a group or part of a family or part of a team. And when you have those hard days, what pulls you through? What helps you get through to the next thing? I feel it's very important whether you believe or don't believe, or that's not the point of this video. But it's that there's something bigger than you that helps kind of guide you and pull you through. And when you have those things, you have to realize that when you come in, let's be realistic. Most people that come in are not functioning as well as they'd like to be, or why would they come in? Why would you spend your hard-earned money at our center if you didn't need the help? So backing up, let's look at what causes a lot of these problems, and that is stress. How you perceive your environment and how you compare that to what is stored in your mind is the first part. So we can't just assume that we're going to be able to fix everything by changing the way our brain works or breathing different. We have to look at it that it's mind and brain balance, just like our center. I was a therapist for many years until I had a client commit suicide. And I left the field of therapy and got into more of the neurotherapy or neuroscience angle of things. And I did that for a while and realized, wow, I'm not talking to people about their problems after I try and fix their brain, and then everybody's not getting better because you're not looking at all the pieces anymore. So now we look at both pieces, and I want it to be known that while we don't offer traditional counseling psychotherapy as a service at our center, we do value it. And you have to be willing to look at some of those things, because as we balance your brain and get your body working better, you're still going to have some junk in the trunk. Your mind is still going to have some things that are irrational or negative or unrealistic that you think should be a certain way. And unless you process through some of those things and work through them, it's going to be really hard to have a happier, healthier, and more productive life. Now, it gets a little bit better in a sense that once you understand from the assessments at our center where you're starting from, now you know if you're ready for that next self-help book or that coach or that leader or that seminar that you may want to go to. But there are a lot of times, if you haven't seen the video Broke as a Joke, you want to watch it, because it's a video about me in college when I went to a self-help seminar, and I was broke as a joke. Was I going to eat lunch, or was I going to put gas in my car? I was so living in fear and fight or flight, like most college kids are, trying to figure out their way through life without mom and dad helping. And I don't remember what was at that conference. And there I was, dressed in my nice clothes, looking like I was important like everybody else there, stressed out of my head. And I didn't take away the same thing as if I would go now, because my life is a little bit more relaxed. I have more financial security than I had back then. I have a better identity of who I am as a person. And I'm helping others, which makes me feel really good. So having all that in there now opens your mind back up to be utilized the right way. But when we're stressed or we're locked up, we're not making good decisions. Our impulse control's out the window. We're not empathetic. We can't control or regulate our emotions, which is really important. We're trying to communicate with others. And we're not making good decisions. So we're pretty much living like an animal, caged up or cornered. And that's not the way we should be living life, and then wondering why we can't get done what we want to get done. I really hope this has sparked some interest for you and, urged you to watch a little bit more of our videos, or maybe come see us at one of our talks that we put on, or visit us in the Midwest at our center. I'm Kyle Ferroly. Thanks so much.